Hi friends! I hope everyone's doing super dandy today because for today's video, right here, we're gonna be doing some easy peasy, lemon squeezy, beginner friendly, holiday gift making, knit and crochet projects. I don't think that really made sense. We're gonna be making an easy crochet project and a knit project that are so easy and simple that you can make multiple of them for Christmas gifts or holiday gifts this year. This is gonna be part 2 of this video because I've already done a video that is very similar of me making holiday gifts because I'm very behind on my holiday making gifts this year. And I need to make more and they need to be easy because I don't have a lot of time. Let me show you guys how to make an easy peasy crochet project, AKA ear warmers, and an easy peasy knit project, AKA a scarf. We're gonna start off with the crochet project right here. So we can put all this stuff away. So for our crochet ear warmers, what you need is you need a really soft yarn, like the softest yarn you can imagine, because if you put something on your forehead or your ears, you want it to be soft and cozy. So try to find the warmest and coziest and softest yarn. Your friends and family will appreciate this. And then you'll also need a 9mm crochet hook. An 8mm, well, any size crochet hook technically will work for this. I'm just using chunkier and bigger because it goes a lot faster. Let me teach you guys the basic stitches to make this. Hi friends, I am here to explain how to do this crochet thing that I'm doing today. And originally I was gonna start off in my green one, but then I realized you can't see the stitches at all. So I'm gonna demonstrate on this nice chunky white yarn. So first step, I just did a slip knot. So we need to start off with a slip knot. Then you put your crochet hook in there and we're just doing some chain stitches. And you're gonna do as many as you want for the width of your headband. This is going to be different for every person. Some people want it really skinny, some people want it really wide. So do it whatever length and then add 2 more chain stitches. And then when you're doing the next row, you go into the second one in and we're doing single crochet. I'm going to show you a few times just in case you didn't see the first time of me doing it. And if I'm still not making sense, I'll have links down below in the description of all the things you need to know so you can watch from like the real pros of how to crochet. But this is what it should look like. If you're using fuzzy yarn, it probably won't look like this. It's just going to be a big blur. But if you're using yarn that you can actually see the stitches, this is what it looks like. And then when you're continuing on with your crochet, you want to go through the 2 V's. The first row is kind of different, but the next rows you want to go through the 2 V's and continue that single crochet. You do an extra slip knot at the end. This is me doing it on the fuzzy green, and you can see, yeah, there's not really any, it'd be a little difficult to explain on that one, but do the same thing, just single crochet. Just working my magic, trying to make myself a fuzzy headband for the winter because all I want to be is warm this winter. And this headband kind of fulfilled that dream. So now we got our little patch right here so we can kind of imagine what it's going to look like on our head. See? It's going to be really cute. It's going to be really cute. I'm so excited because this is so soft. So if you have, the ability or you've crocheted before, I'd recommend going with like a super fuzzy one, but if it's your first time, go with something that's a little bit easier to see the stitches. So I'm just gonna keep going until I have a long rectangle, and then I'm gonna keep measuring it because it's, we're making a long thing around. I think you guys got that. So once I get close, I'm not gonna start measuring now because obviously it's not gonna fit around my head, but once I get close, I'm gonna keep measuring because every single head out there is different. We all got different heads, so if you guys want to make a matching scarf, you can do the same process we just did, except you just make it a bit bigger. It's the same thing. We're just doing a single crochet for the whole thing. Also, if you guys watched my first part of me making easy peasy lemon squeezy knit gifts, you saw me make this headband. This is a knit headband. Now I'm making a crochet one. And now you're probably confused. Don't be like, oh no, Jenna, which one do I choose? Do I choose the knit or do I choose the crochet? Well, I can't help you there. But the knit one, this is what it looks like. Takes a little bit more time, and this is what the crochet looks like. So hopefully that helps. So typically when I'm crocheting or knitting, I always put on a show or YouTube or watch something, but today I just thought it was a good day to listen to music and just, you know, sing my heart out, even though it doesn't really look like I am, but I am. I'm enjoying myself today. Bam, bam, turkey chicken. It's done. I swear, this took me 25 minutes, I think, or less than that, to make this whole headband. Isn't it cute? So to finish it off, now we just got to attach the two ends, so now, you know, it's a circle and it's actually a headband. I'm gonna show you how to attach it on this little piece here, just because, again, you can't see the stitches on this fuzzy here. So I'm just gonna fold this in half and show you how we're going to connect them. So first step, fold your headband in half like this, which I don't think I need to explain that, but okay, I did. Then you're gonna take your yarn here. I didn't like cut it off yet, like I just let it hanging there. And then you're gonna be doing single crochet stitches to finish it. It's really nice because we're not learning anything new, except we're just going through both sides instead of just one. So you go through both of them, you do your, you know, yarn over, pull it through, and then you finish your single crochet. And that's what you do for the whole thing until you get to the very end. And then Bob is your uncle. You can just, like, you know, tie a knot, thread it back through, and Bob's your uncle. I don't think I need to say anything else. Are you guys ready to see what it looks like? Here it is! You guys like it? I really like it because it's really soft, it fits my head perfectly, and it's just gonna keep me warm, or if I give it to someone technically, it's gonna keep me or someone else warm. This is how it turned out. My 20-minute or 30-minute, I don't know, I didn't time it. Okay, well, that was super, super, super easy. That was way quicker than I thought it was going to be. So now that we're done that one, we can move on to our next one, which we are going to be knitting a scarf. And I have lots of colors here because I couldn't decide on what color I wanted the scarf to be, so I feel like I just want it to be lots of colors. I want it to be a mix match, chunky, big scarf. Yeah, that sounds great. So for our next one, we're gonna be using some knitting needles. You can use straight ones like this or circular ones like this. I personally like circular ones more just because they're smaller and just like easier to knit with. These, it's like you're using, you know, your whole body for this. So unless you guys want to really work out while you knit, I always just recommend circular ones. I'm gonna use these ones, but I am using a 15 millimeter US 19 set of needles. These sizes, just these sizes, that's what I'm using. Okay, let's begin. For the yarn, I'll link it down below, the yarn I'm using, but you'll just want a nice chunky yarn. You don't have to have chunky, but the smaller the yarn, the longer it takes. And I like to knit fast, or like to make projects faster, especially like simple ones like this. So I'm using a super bulky one. I'll link them down below, all the yarns that I'm using, and I'm gonna do it in multiple colors. You can just do one color. That is easy for beginners, but for me, I want lots of colors. I wanna make this one colorful. I'm gonna start off with this color here. I'm back here to tell you guys how to knit. So first step, slip knot. Same as crochet, except we got 2 needles instead of 1 hook. So you're gonna put them both through, you're gonna loop it around the right one, and then you're gonna kind of pull that through the bottom, and then you're gonna put it back on the other side, and this is how we're casting on and starting it. So you're gonna keep doing that same thing until you get, you know, the stitches you want for the width of your scarf. So same type of technique, except we're making it a lot bigger than, you know, a headband. So this is what mine looks like. And now I'm doing a knit stitch, and it's pretty much the same technique, except putting it back on the left needle, you just pull it off. And you just keep doing that, you keep doing that, and that's our stitch for the whole scarf. Really, that's it. It's so simple. Like the 2 stitches you need to know for this right now, almost identical. Is pretty mind-blowing and incredible. Oh, this world's amazing. So I just taught you guys how to do that, and I already restarted. It's because I thought 20 stitches for some reason was like the perfect, you know, amount. It's like 20, even number, just simple. That's gonna be perfect for a scarf. But then after that second row I just showed you, it's a little big for me. It's a nice oversized scarf, but I wanted it a little bit smaller. So I feel like 16 stitches for this yarn and my size of needles is gonna be perfect. I'm not positive it's gonna be perfect, but you know, in my mind right now, I feel like it's gonna be perfect. Just like when I thought 20 stitches was gonna be perfect. Same thing, same thing. So my second instinct was right. 16 stitches is like the perfect amount. You know, this could be nice and chunky. It's still like a nice scarf, but it's not like crazy, you know? And just look at this. Look how pretty this scarf is gonna be. I feel like this is gonna take me a little bit today. It's not gonna be a 20-minute project. So if you're doing a scarf, you know, do it for someone more special. This is probably not one that you give to everyone in your family. Like maybe if you're really, you know, adventurous, you want to give everyone a handmade scarf in your family and your friends. But this one's going to take a little bit more time. So maybe for special people only. That's going to be hard if you have a lot of special people in your life. Friends, we have a special guest here because he was just so excited for the scarf that he wants to see, you know, how we finish it. So I have my scarf here. She's quite big. She's quite big. I wanted her nice, big and chunky. Like I wanted her to be super, super warm. So here's a little sneak peek. Once you guys get the length you guys want, then we just need to cast off, which is so easy. It's really easy. So for our cast off, we just obviously need our knitting needles here. And what we're gonna do is we're going to knit, like we were doing before, the first 2 stitches. 1. You're on my yarn. Thank you. 2, like this. So now there should be 2 on this side and the rest on this side. Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna take the back stitch on this side and you're gonna pull it over the other one, so we're just left with 1 stitch on this side. And then you're going to stitch 1 more. You're gonna have 2 on this side. You're gonna flip this one over, so there's 1 on this side, and we just can keep continuing. I stuttered there. Until there's only 1 stitch left. Okay, so now for the absolute worst part after. Okay, I'm just tying a knot here to show you guys to finish off where you just like, you know, loop it through, pull it tight. There you go, Bob's your uncle. You got a kind of finished scarf. But this is the worst part because now we actually have to put all of those ends back into the scarf. And it's not as fun, so I just recommend just doing one color if you don't want to waste your time doing this because it just takes time. But for an end, I just shove it through the top there and just, you know, put it in there wherever it'll fit, and then I put it through a decent amount and then I trim it. But when we get through the rest of the scarf, it's not as easy. You can't just shove it through the middle. So I do this little pattern where I put it through one of the side loops, and then I go through one of the loops that are facing up and down, and then I skip one over, so I don't do the one directly below, I do it the one next to, so it kind of weaves in and out of the scarf, and then I put it through down one of the loops there, and then I go to the bottom side, and then I skip one of the loops there and go to the next one, and I just repeat this pattern until I, you know, done it a good amount and trim it, and then Bob's your uncle, because this is what it looks like. My nose has had a crack in it for 2 weeks now. It hurts. Other than just having a nose crack, I am done. The scarf, it's all done now. Got it all woven in there, so it's nice and pretty. Here it is. I'm really happy with it. It's like nice and chunky. It is so warm and so soft and cozy, so this is definitely gonna keep me, or if I actually give it as a gift, someone else, super warm when it gets really cold here in Canada. But that's it. Also, I'm wearing the headband just because I thought this, you know, I thought I'd show it off again. There we go. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video, and if you guys do make one of these super easy beginner knit and crochet pieces, be sure to tag me on Instagram and let me know how your friends and family like them if you do give them as a gift this year. But that's all I had to say. So thank you for watching. If you're still watching, thank you to those like 3 people. But I'm gonna go now. So I hope you all have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!